if someone has had multiple decompressions, does that increase the risk of a CSF leak, or is it the same?
No, I think it's about the same. It does increase the risk of not getting better, though, unfortunately. So if I see somebody for a second opinion after a decompression where they have now persistent symptoms, um, there are some cases where you can help those patients and relieve their symptoms, but the odds go down. So in general, for these sorts of second opinions, if you're going to offer a repeat decompression, I do want to see something anatomically that I can fix. So I'll offer it if I can look at their brain scan and say, yeah, you still have a tight foramen magnum. We can fix that. Or you have a pseudomeningocele. We can fix that. So in those instances, it's a good idea to have a repeat decompression, and I'll offer it. I do not generally offer repeat decompressions for patients I see in second opinion where I look at the scan and I think, wow, you don't really have a Chiari anymore. It looks actually quite good. And all we can do is make it look that good, then I'm probably not going to help you either, is just the bottom line. So I think that's the main thing for people to understand, that the odds of being helped, unfortunately, just keep going down with repeated surgery. And it's, I think Napoleon is credited with this phrase, never reinforce failure. And if somebody has had a good operation and it's failed, that doesn't necessarily mean that they just need to go out and have another operation. It might mean that even a good operation will not help. And we know that there are some people who probably just can't be helped with surgery. And sometimes it's just important to recognize that. Now, I mean, the opposite is true too. There are also individuals that were not helped by their first operation and were absolutely cured by their second operation. But again, you need to have a plan for what's going to be different the second time around.
Right. Kind of to that, you hear about patients having these reoperation surgeries, and you hear these horror stories of some people having up to 20 surgeries in their lifetime. So doesn't the idea of having a really good surgical success rate and 20 surgeries in a lifetime seem kind of counterintuitive? Is there anyone that's tracking reops and
I think it's a huge red flag. If it's another good thing to ask your surgeon, how many of his primary decompressions, a patient who's having their first Chiari operation, what percentage of those patients are ending up getting reoperated on? They might not know, because many times the second operation goes to a different surgeon because the person's not satisfied with their outcome the first time. But it's a huge red flag if there's a track record of a lot of people having other surgeries after somebody operates on them. As far as I know, my highest number of operations on a Chiari patient is 2. And I can't imagine that really should be any different. I'd be very concerned if anybody was operating on people over and over and over again for Chiari.
Yeah.